Hi there, it's Sheree from Sheree'sCraftGirls.com. Thank you for joining me today. My project today are these beautiful little faceted boxes. Now I put a link on I put them on Facebook, and I was asked to do a tutorial, so that is what I'm going to do today. They're both made exactly the same with exactly the same measurements. They're just one's folded inwards and one's folded outwards. Very quick, very simple to make, and I've made them on my new toy, which is this lovely gift bag punch board. And you can make boxes on here, it's not just for bags, so it's very quick and very simple to make. So what you need is a piece of cardstock 11 inches. Now the depth you can have from, I don't know, this bit here will always measure 1 3/8. So as long as you've got 1 3/8 for the base, you can have the top whatever depth you want, from, I don't know, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. It's entirely up to you. I've done an 8-inch box bag, but as I say, as long as you leave 1 3/8 for the base of the bag, your height can be whatever you want. Now when you are cutting the length, make sure your pattern is running along the length of the paper. So you don't want to cut your 11 inch that way, because then your bag will face that way. So make sure when you actually cut your paper down, I'm just going to zoom you out a little bit, that the pattern is facing the length of the paper. Then when you put it into your gift bag punch, you need it to be upside down so the pattern is running away from you. Okay, and then what you do is you pop it in, and it's got its own little scoring tool. So first of all, pop it in, and I just run my horizontal score line right the way across to start off with. You can do it as you go if that's how you like it. I'm just going to do it right the way across, like so. Then you have a little pointer, little beak here, and you put your edge of your paper inside right to the top as far as it'll go, and align it with that little beak and straight down the start line. Punch. It is quite, because it's new, I think it's quite stiff. Oh dear, it's got stuck now. Punch, then come down this triangle, so you come down the side, right to the bottom. Now be careful because it's just overlapping a little bit, so just come down as far as you can, down this triangle and down side 2. Now that would be a gusset on a bag. So then we slide it along, so this score line, you've got the one that comes down the Y, but you miss that and you come to the full length score line. You align it with your little beak, because you can't see the start line, and again you punch, do your Y, and down your side, like so. And you do that all the way along, lining your little beak, punch, draw a Y, and down your side, and along. I absolutely love this punch. It's so quick to make a bag or a box. I'm going to make a pentagon box next. That was also in the picture and went down quite well. So right to the very end one, and then you're just going to punch. And all you do with this little end piece is you cut that away. I cut it diagonally because that will be your tab. Then turn your punch board over, and you have another little beak this side, and you're going to turn your paper over, and you're going to line again this edge to that beak and punch, and that makes your holes, which is, oh sorry, your hole. So you miss this score line and you come to the one that aligns with the gap and you align that one with your punch. So you miss the next one and the one that comes right the way down to the hole, punch, miss one, punch, miss one, punch, miss one, and punch. And that is your holes also made for your bag, which is really super. No messing about with a separate punch. So go ahead and just fold all your score lines that align with the notch cut out. Don't worry about the Y at the moment. And making sure your edges are neat, because don't forget you didn't quite go to the top, so it just needs a little bit of alignment. Making sure your paper's nice and straight. You will continue to do all of those and your tab at the end and your flaps at the bottom, so the base of your bag. Now I've gone ahead and done the other one like so. Now this one I have folded the Y inwards. This one I'm going to fold the Y out and do a little bit at the bottom. You're just going to pinch that seam so it's out, pointing, it's making a mountain. That one made a valley. Okay, so again, gently fold them away from the paper. Nice little mountain. And you just pinch them, they'll go by themselves anyway, so don't worry too much about the bottom ones. So we got our mountain, and there we go. So putting some fast views, Tombow, or whichever you like, down the side of your tab. I know it's covered the hole, but that's fine. Just pop it back in to align it. Now put your hole back in, so that's fine. Always gives us another one, but never mind. So there we are. Remove your sticky strip and fold your tab in. Now this is where you need to align it really well. So make sure your edges and your top along the score line. Whoops. Match perfectly. There we are. I'm just going to pop that hole through. And then with the base, oh, that's what I meant to do. It gets some whisper white. Just a couple of pieces, and your 2-inch circle punch. Now you don't have to, I just think it strengthens the bag and helps finish the bottom. Just cut out 4 2-inch circles. I should have done that before, sorry. Had this all prepared. There we are. And what we're going to do with those is just, now with the base, I just go over, taking the edge, and under the last one we're going to go under and over, so it sits like so. Now you can glue those as well if you want to. I'm just going to use some Tombow, and I'm going to put that on my circle, on one of my circles I should say, and making sure it's hexagonal. To pop that on there and then turn it upside down, still making sure it's keeping its shape. Again, put your Tombow. I would use Tombow here because it's easier to move it around, and then pop that inside. Try to make it as central as you can, just so it's in the middle. Lid on your Tombow and pop that down, and that will just, it's not quite central. Trying to keep your pentagon shape. There we go, that's much better. Now I've moved the one inside. I need to cut my nails, I think it's stuck to me and I can't get it off my nails. Yeah. Pop that in, and we'll just leave that to set just for a minute, and we'll do exactly the same on this one. So pop your tape along your tab, move your sticky strip and align again. Align it down your seam. I'm just going to repunch that hole where I should have done it after I put the tape on, but never mind. Just punching a hole in the tape, and again around with the base, tucking them all under on the right hand side, and the last one is under and over. And again, you need your base, your Tombow. You could use the DSP, it's just to give it a little bit of extra strength and to make it, I think it just looks a little bit neater. And if you're going to put something that's a little bit weighty in there, you do need to have something with a little bit more support. And pop that one in. In we go. Just pushing it down. And I keep moving that one. So it sits nicely like that. And we need some ribbon. So I'm going to have to use that one. I've run out of white ribbon from Stampin' Up, so I'm going to use some of my old. Oh no, this is the Stampin' Up one, isn't it? It's white silver edge. No, this isn't. This is a separate one. So, oh, I've got it all stuck on my thumb. The one that's folding in, where your Y is, we're just going to push them in at the top to form your star. So you have your Y and the seam score line goes in, okay? Taking a piece of thread or ribbon, have your seam at the back, and you want to go in where your score line goes in from your Y. That is where you are going to start. I've got glue everywhere on me. Okay, so just pop your ribbon through. Very neat and very quick. I use an old score tool that I had with a different scoring board many years ago, and now I just use it like a pokey tool for my ribbon. But you can, there we are, use whatever you have, and then just, and this is where the fun begins for me. So you tie a little knot, and that will bring all your star together, and you try and tie a little bow, which, as you all know, I cannot do, but I will do my best. Oh, that was quite successful, wasn't it? That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And there is your inward box, and you do exactly the same with this one, but you are going to have your Y coming out. So push your other score line, your main score line in, and your Y out, and then you just do exactly the same. So that one goes in, the Y comes out. That one goes in, the Y comes out. That one goes in, that's your main back box one, this is your back one. And there you have the star again. But this time, as you can see, the Y is actually on the outside. So again, finding your back, which is there, you pop. Oh, I think I'm going to run out of ribbon. You do exactly the same. The back's there, so you go through the opposite one to start off with. And just again, feed your ribbon in and out the holes. So, and the beauty of this is, if Sherry could get her act together, because you've done the holes on the actual gift bag punch board, they do perfectly align, so no hit and miss with the handheld punch. As you can see, they just perfectly align, and you can just thread the ribbon through so much quicker. The last one, see, perfectly aligned, and you push it through. And there, again, you pull it tight. That's why I've got so much excess ribbon on there. Cut your ribbon to length, and again, tie a lovely little bow. So, wow, 2 bows, I've done that pretty well. And there you have, let's move all this junk out of the way, a Y that goes in to make that star box, and the Y that comes out to make that star box. And as you can see, the pattern I went by the socks is running in the correct manner. Now I've also made a little tassel. Now I've made it in red, I should have made it in cherry cobbler. And how I did that was I cut a strip of cardstock that was 2 inches, folded it in half, scored it at 1, so I made a 1 inch, and then I scored, I think at a quarter of an inch, yes, a quarter of an inch, and then I trimmed with my scissors. But if you have the fringe scissors, that would go much better. And I'm going to use just a tiny little piece of the thick baker's twine, so just cut a little length off, pop them out of the way, and fold it in half. And on the back I've put some sticky strip, remove that and pop your baker's twine onto that, and then start rolling. And you just simply roll it around, keeping the top in alignment all the way around. Now you can do this in any colours, so I've done it in red, but I really should have done it in cherry cobbler, but never mind. And roll it as tight as you can. This one's not very tight, but you'll get the idea. Right the way to the end. And then seal it down, and there you have a nice little tassel which you could put through your ribbon, and you could also put a tag on it as well. So pop it through, and there you have a nice little tassel, which I think is really, really lovely. Well, there's my 2 star boxes. I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to purchase any of the products used excuse me, in any of the projects used in this project, then please shop with me, the link is below. If you'd like to join my team, I'd love to have you on board, and again there's a link below. Come join me, be part of the lovely Stampin' Up team. It's a lovely place to be. You don't have to be a demonstrator, you can just be a hobbyist, but their products are really, really good quality, and there's lots and lots of tutorials. But anyway, until next time, take care, bye.